Hey everybody, coming at you this Labor Day weekend. We've got an unboxing video, somewhat of I guess one of my holy grail pickups. This is, now what I deem as a holy grail for personally is, basically I have like there's a list of albums that I want. Doesn't have necessarily maybe a value so much, but just albums that I want, and that if I come across at some point I would like to obtain. This one's been on my radar for a while now, and when I open it, you'll see why. Purchased this from soundstagedirect.com. They were running a 20% off deal a couple weeks ago. I think they're still even running it, and I had to pull the trigger on it finally. I'll explain a little bit more once I open it up. This item is in here very well, packed very well, nice cushioning. And as you can see, it is the Beatles in mono vinyl box set. Okay, so the reason to me this is a holy grail item, or I would deem this one of my holy grail items, is a couple things. They did a fantastic job with these remasters on mono. Based off of the history of Beatles box set releases, they had a mobile fidelity and I know they had that box set that came out in the early 80s that was really popular. I don't remember who issued that one. But once these things go out of print, they go through the roof as far as in value. So since they've released this, initially I picked up, the few albums that I wanted. White Album, Sgt. Pepper, Rubber Soul, Revolver, and I've always kept this on my wish list because I really always wanted it, mainly for, I like the box, I like the fact that this booklet is in here, and then it also has the Mono Masters. I believe it's a 3 LP album. So anyways, I noticed recently the price started to go up on these, and they started to no longer be available at all the retailers. Even the Beatles website themselves stopped selling it online. And when I saw that, I immediately knew, okay, I gotta get this thing. So what I did is I kind of waited around until it was on sale, and in the meantime I started selling off my Beatles and monos that I had already picked up. so I could come up with the money to buy this. Again, I'm going to tilt this down a little bit so we can see this book, because this is pretty good. Very nice hardcover book. It goes through a history of each album and one by one. Very nice book. Definitely a perk in buying the set. Please Please Me. And they, just like the individual, if you buy the Beatles and mono individual LPs instead of buying it through the set, they're they're replicas of the originals, so everything's going to look just like the original was. With the Beatles. I mean, to the point where it's almost hard to tell. Hard Day's Night. I like how they put the outer sleeve protectors on it. Beatles for Sale. Needs help. Rubber Soul. Revolver. Sergeant Pepper. And to answer, if you're not, if you haven't seen these before, they come with all the original inserts, everything just like they did. Magical Mystery Tour. And as it states here, it comes with the booklet. These are on top of each other in here. The White Album. And finally, Mono Masters. I'm going to open this thing up. You can buy this individually as well. And it's got 3 LPs. 1, 2, and then 3 in here. Very nice. If you have any interest in picking this up, again, I can't recommend soundstagedirect.com enough. You'll get a 20% discount, which is the best price I've seen. Especially recently, the prices of this thing have kind of gone up. But again, if you're in the market to get this thing, I wouldn't hesitate much longer, because I'm telling you, once they're gone, they're going to be gone for good. And then it starts becoming collector's item, and then we all know that the price starts to go up. So put a link to Soundstage Direct, but they do a good job. You can see the box was packed very well, and this everything looks to be in great shape. But I think this is going to be one of those box sets that 10 years from now is going to be very hard to find or very sought after. So there it is, the Beatles and Mono box set, and I'm thrilled to have finally gotten it, and I can't wait to check it out. I appreciate y'all watching. Have a happy Labor Day. Take care.